Ladies and gentlemen, for over 7 weeks, I've been warning for a major red alert lookout for the period of the 24th of August due to the Pluto, Saturn, Eris, Dark Moon Lilith, Mars, Square, Capricorn conjunction. And now it is the 25th, 5 a.m. And last night at about 10 p.m., I told everybody along the coast from South Texas all the way up through Louisiana that everybody needed to have an evacuation planned because you have a major hurricane headed your way, whether it be Category 3, Category 4, or Category 5. We definitely have a big bad bitch that is going to do some damage and tear some shit up. And some models are leaning towards it headed straight to Houston, which is the city that I am in. And so this is no joke. They're already calling for mandatory evacuations in some spots. And so this is definitely a very serious and possibly deadly situation. The Euro has it making landfall at about 5 a.m. on Thursday, which would be 48 hours from now. And if we can see here, when it makes landfall, it would have up to 150 mile per hour wind gusts. But we can see here that, and remember, we don't know the track specifically, but the over 130 mile per hour wind gusts would extend far up into Houston. So, sorry if my talking is not working well. I can feel the empathy, anxiety of the people in my city as they're all slowly waking up. But, like I said, this is going to be quite a big event, and the track could go anywhere from here to down here, but they're tightening in on a cone. And so, this would be a major event, and it's going to keep hurricane strength all the way into Oklahoma. So that is mind-blowing. But they are rolling out the evacuation zones, and I imagine they'll have some mandatory evacuation zones later today. This brought to us by Catherine Whaley. Identify your evacuation route and be prepared. And so right now, the models have it going more over here. And so depending on where the storm comes, and they have it listed as possible Category 3. I'm saying be prepared for Category 4 and a Category 5. And technically, I live right here. I think right here. So I'm just barely inside of the evacuation range. And I don't have a car anyways. And so for over 2 weeks, I've been predicting that one of the two storms would be a major hurricane. And I've said because it's 2020 and all the conditions of no wind shear, no dry air to inhibit it, and super hot Gulf temperatures. We're talking 87 degrees. That is like hurricane rocket fuel, man. Garrett Gilmore, the warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico will provide plenty of fuel for Laura to strengthen over the next couple of days as it tracks toward the LA, Texas coast. And we still don't know exactly where it's going to go. It can shift west. It can shift east. It has been consistently shifting to the west, so it could even shift further straight into Houston or possibly even down south, which would be bad because the worst parts of the hurricane are the right side of the eye because it is counterclockwise, it brings all the worst storm surge and flooding in. Henry Margasidia, Weather Madness, showing us that Laura looking better organized this morning, now in the Gulf of Mexico, and Marco is gone. And so at some point, unless a minor miracle happens, this thing is going to wrap up, get its eye, and then get a much better shape and probably get pretty dang big. And you still should have 48 hours to evacuate if that is your choice. I know a lot of Texans or Floridians or Louisianians or Alabamians and Mississippians where they've been through a lot of hurricanes. They're going to probably, some won't be like, hey, I'm going to hang out with this one. And I've been saying all 2020, if it is a Category 3 or higher, do not risk it. That has been my statement for all of 2020. Even in February, it's hey guys, we get to a hurricane season. If it's a Category 3 or higher, don't risk it if you're in one of the main landfall areas or where it has Category 3 strength or higher. So I'm just putting that out there again. I can only give you guys advice, and this is a free country. You're a grown-ass man. And yes, we are still in a plague. And so having a evacuation pandemic situation is, we have stacked layers and levels of problems. So teamwork and keeping a cool head is very important here. Paul Blight on Humanity. Wait, what? 06Z Icon has continued the trend of shifting the landfall to the east of Galveston Bay. Models are now showing a worrying trend for Galveston and Houston, Texas, as they reflect a stronger ridge over the southeast United States. The Drop Sonde mission currently underway will feed into the 12Z models, but this was the 06Z, and it had at a 957 millibars, would make it pretty much a Category 3. That would be just to the east of Galveston, but overall, we would get smashed. Empire Strikes Back Weather Consulting overnight model guidance continued to show Laura becoming a dangerous hurricane and eventually making landfall near Texas-Louisiana border. Additionally, the NHC now forecasts Laura to become a major hurricane before landfall. Preparation should be well underway today. And so, these are multiple different models. This has it as a 955 or 956. My eyes are a little blurry. I haven't gotten a lot of sleep lately. It says at 950, 949. I believe this one has it in 941. Yes, that would be 941. What am I doing here? And so if we click over, where's my thingy? Uno momento. Well, I found my thingy. There's my thingy. That's not my thingy. Yeah, it is. Okay. So the category hurricane here for a 941 millimeters of pressure would bring us at Category 4 hurricane with 150 mile per hour sustained winds, 13 to 18 feet of storm surge, and a whole lot of flooding, a whole lot of rain, a whole lot of problems. And you definitely would not want to be in the brunt of a Category 4. This is 2020. A lot can change in a short amount of time, meaning the storm can continue to go west, the storm can continue to go east. And I mean, it would be great if somehow like magic bolts shot out of the sky and blows it to pieces. I would not plan on that. You can pray for that all you want to. I did a lot of praying yesterday, but this is a giant storm, and if it gets its act together, it will probably be Category 3, Category 4, and it has a chance of being a Category 5. Oh, you can see there's like a dragon here, and there's a guy's face in here. Watch. See? Eyeball, mouth. All right, that wasn't worth it. Sorry. And, it is spinning. And it looks like they punched the whole thing with a hammer about 24 hours ago, but it's now put itself together well, and it's got these like weird ass bands in it. I'm sure they have a sciencey name, but whenever we see those mean it's going to be extra dangerous. So it's going to be extra dangerous. This track will probably shift to the west, and it definitely looks undersold. We're going to start to see some yellow in here before it's over, which means a lot more rain than they predicted. And the thing is a lot of people not right on the coast or not right in the 150 mile per hour winds, you'll probably survive. I don't know, but it would be nice if I could get out of here just so I don't want to lose power for like 2 weeks. I know people have had that situation, especially in Houston with some Hurricane Ivan or some shit a couple years ago. But I'm going to do the best I can with whatever hand I've been dealt. I got 48 hours for a lot of surprises. If any magic angels want to whisk me away or whatever. All right. It would be cool, if some magic angel was like, I got you. After all your years of getting us and taking care of us and making sure we play defense and even warning us about this dang storm for 7 freaking weeks. All right. And we're probably going to get ones again and again and again and again over the next 6 to 8 weeks, 12 weeks, actually. I'm now going to stop jawboning. Like I said, we've still got 48 hours before landfall. Give or take a little. And usually about 48 hours before major hurricane landfall, my hackers really start to mess with me. Because the whole YouTube weather game is brutal, man. And so somehow if I go down, I'm giving you guys enough information, but I'll do my best to give you comprehensive coverage of this thing. And if I'm just still home when it hits, I'll give you live coverage. Okay? Love you guys. You guys are great. And thank you, Asteroid Fight Club. You guys are incredible. Please take care of your family, your friends, your pets. And even if you got poor friends and you're doing a little better in Houston or in Louisiana, help them out without any shame or guilt to help them get out of harm's way, please. Okay? I'm sure I got other stuff to tell you guys, but like I was saying, I can really feel the nervous energy of the city around me because I have empathy. That means you can feel what other people feel. Sometimes it's great if everybody's happy, but most of the time in 2020, it has sucked because people have just been arguing about politics nonstop all year, as they have been for like 8 straight years, and we've solved no problems. Our hurricane preparation system our natural disaster response system has not improved in like 20 years. And so it looks like we're going to have to learn a lot of lessons. And yeah, there is a plague. I don't care if you believe it or not. I'm just saying for all the smart people out there, there is a plague. And if you do have to evacuate, please wear your mask and have precautions. And then like they just shoved all the kids in school. So Governor Abbott and Sylvester Turner, the mayor in Houston, if you guys can let everybody out of school and work for non-essential services, that would help people evacuate if they need to. Okay. I'll talk to y'all soon. I don't have to fit all in this video. You guys are great. And, sending love and wishes to Selena, Billy. And the mother of dragons. Okay, great. God bless everyone. Stay cool. And Jesus. Oh, was that weird?